So here's a post for the short-term rental hosts that are out there. Whether it be, Airbnb, VRBO, it really doesn't matter. Um, and I've actually seen this question pretty regularly on the forums that are out there, which is when you have a guest complaint, how do you handle it? And then, of course, depending on the guest complaint. So somebody might say, when this happens, what should I do? Should I refund? How do I address it? That kind of stuff. There are numerous occasions that we'll get a complaint for something. In this particular case, we got a complaint that our hot tub didn't heat up properly. And the people said they had booked the property just specifically for the hot tub, and the hot tub wasn't working, it wasn't heating, and so forth. Now, we provide videos, step-by-step videos of how to, completely set up the hot tub, how to turn it on, how to turn it from eco mode to standard mode, how to change the temperature, how to work the jets, all the things. We create a video for it, just as any host should. However, we had a guest just recently that went out there, and they were basically like, "We can't get it to heat." I won't drive, the hour there and hour back to go set it up for them. It just doesn't make sense. Not worth my time. But I did sort of reiterate, hey, did you check the video? Did you, make sure you put the hot tub on, standard mode? Make sure it's not in eco mode. Eco mode is a mode that we keep it on to conserve energy, and so it doesn't heat all the time because you'll have a lot of evaporation. But basically, make sure you have a standard mode, which is one button you have to push. And, did you turn it up to 140 degrees? Oh, and by the way, because it is colder at night, I'm here in Atlanta, around 40 degrees or so, make sure that when it's in the heating process that you keep the lid shut, because if it's open, obviously to the elements, and you're trying to heat it, it can take longer. This person, there 3 nights, couldn't do it any of the nights, and sent a text and basically was like, oh, it's only going to heat up to 99 degrees, there's something broken, I want a refund. Now, I went out there after the person had checked out, had to do some other stuff just to test it, and it heated up to its max temperature with the lid closed on standard mode in about 20 minutes, which is what we actually say to guests is, you want to go and set it for heating for about 60 minutes. So now I'm in a situation where I go, so what is it? I mean, it's guest air. It's completely, sort of their fault. They didn't watch the video. They didn't follow the instructions, for whatever reason. They couldn't do whatever they wanted to do to enjoy the property, and it's completely on them, not on us. We still are refunding this guest. And the reason why we're refunding the guest, one, is because we know they're going to go out and give a really bad review. Even if it's their fault, just because, being in the hospitality industry, just that's what people do. And then secondary to that, we actually, as a host or as a company, do put it on ourselves that we should have made we should have made it clear. We should have made it easier. In this case, I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure, because it's literally hit the temperature button up, hit it to standard mode, whatever. However, we always put it on us as a company, because we say, listen, if our guests are confused in whatever we're asking them or needing them to do, if it's confusing, that's on us. We should make it clearer in some particular way. What is the step that we can do? If I simply disregard it, and this is for all business, if I simply disregard it and I just say, listen, they're dumb, they can't figure it out, they're stupid, I'm not going to give you a refund, and I go fight with them, the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get a bad review, and then I'm not going to be in a position or be open to reevaluating my processes to see if there is something that I could have done to make it better. By always putting it on yourself or as the company and saying, what could have I done better? You're basically forcing yourselves to reevaluate your procedures, your steps, whatever it is, your instructions, to ensure that you've done everything you can do. And there are going to be some things that we do and we go, this is as easy as it can possibly get, and that's the case probably with this hot tub. But then there's other cases where we might say, you know what, we probably could have made this a little bit clearer. Let's reshoot the video. We could have wrote out the instructions. We could have done this, that, and the other to make it a little bit simpler. And so in good business, you should always put it on you as the company, and apologize for whatever the situation is, even though they're in the wrong. compensate the person for their time. It's not just about fixing whatever the situation is, but compensating for the time, saying, I apologize, and here's a gesture of my apology. That'll earn you rewards, that'll earn you good reviews. I don't know if this person's going to post, but we've done this in the past. A lot of times they said, hey, we had a couple of hiccups, but our host solved that problem really quickly. We're very thankful. Love the house, love the host, highly recommend. And that's what we're looking for. So we're losing a little bit of money today. We're losing a little bit of, today's dollars, what I call it, for tomorrow's dollars. If I was worried about today's dollars and not giving this person a little bit of a refund, I might get a bad review, and that what that means is, yeah, I made some dollars today, but I forever am probably being harmed and not making dollars tomorrow because that review is going to sit in forever. So losing a little bit of today's dollars for tomorrow dollars, that makes always sense. Always putting in yourself to reevaluate your policy. It's what we've done. It's why we consistently have 5-star reviews. It's why we have 80%, 87% occupancy, and it's why we're receiving 100% cash on cash for our short-term rentals. No question.